Woo! Woo! Look, I just been keeping my poise. Made by the million, but still unemployed. They text me about green, but not on Android. She not my shawty, she filling the void. I make the sounds that cut through the noise. He think he a man, but he chillin' with boys. Put down the liquor, start drinking LaCroix. The pain wasn't choice, but now I rejoice. My uncle had told me that I was the one. I played that shit smart, now my bragging and dumb. Lil' shawty had hit me, said she wanna come. Her dresses is black, but she not a nun. I'm so Pasadena, cause that's where I'm from. Some bangers, some hoes, them with guns. They scheming for riches, they playing in numb. I'm second, I wins cause I'm second to none. Look, what the you think I do it for? Do it for? Ay, looking in the mirror, you the go, you the go. Ay, I've been out here grinding.
I'm nervous. I ain't do this in a while. Like 2 weeks. Family, hey, we apologize for being late. We was having some technical issues, but we got it together. Welcome back to Secure the Bag episode where four entrepreneur cousins come together to talk mindset, money, and moves that shift the culture. I'm your host, Mike Evans, joined by my cousins, King Darice Bey, Jason Benton, and Jerard Gibson. And tonight, we're diving into some real conversations that connect legacy, ownership, and freedom of expression. First up, imagine this. A family of 70 coming together to buy 5,000 acres of land to build their own town. That's generational wealth on a whole new level. We're talking about turning unity into ownership and what really makes and what it really means to take Black wealth and independence to the next level. Then we'll tap into Isaac Hayes III and his platform Fanbase, a social lab built to give creators the power to monetize their voice and their community. We'll break down why it matters to own your own content instead of letting someone else profit off your influence. And finally, cancel culture. Is it accountability or ownership? Or, excuse me, not ownership, censorship. Should people be punished for their opinions, or do we need to start letting folks have real conversations again without destroying their platforms? Tonight, we're unpacking it all. So grab your notepads, your pens, get comfortable, because we're about to take land, legacy, and liberation right here on Secure the Bag. Fellas, how y'all doing today?
What up, brother?
I gotta say, Mike, it's good to have you back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know.
Thank you,
Listen,
Mikey.
don't you start, King. I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of nervous doing that introduction. It's almost been like 2 weeks since I did one, so I should have read it. I should have read it a little bit more first, though. But we good. We got it bopping. King, you looking kind of good in that jacket, my brother. You had an event today?
Nah, I know I was gonna be making a video today for my event that's coming up, 10/25/25. So and I went to go look at a house today. So I know I was gonna be doing mad different things, a lot of different things today. So I had to be, presentable,
Word.
for myself.
Yes, sir. 100% all the time. It's what they say. If you look good, you feel good, you do good.
Right. And you get that good money.
Yes, sir. So fellas, let's hop into it, man. We're talking about family that bought 70 acres. Gerard, you able to pull that video for us real quick?
Let me see what I got.
Check this out, y'all. 70 families bought 5,000 acres of land to create a new town called Freedom, Georgia. We didn't want to fix a broken system, so we created our own.
5,000 acres. That's taking your future in your own hands. This is how we create generational wealth. You want a family compound? You have more than enough room to do it on 5,000 acres. This is how we leave something behind for generations.
Have you been looking for a home in the traveler's
5,000 acres?
Man,
That's a lot. That's a lot of mass to do a lot of things with right there.
Yeah, I definitely feel like, Jason, that's something that you've been talking about as well, like doing something on that level with us. And, as we continue to grow, you've been talking about a family compound, and it sounds like, they didn't do a compound specifically, but they created their own town, man. I think, that's self-sufficiency right there. You know what I mean? That's next level.
Yeah, I've been talking about this since 2015, and one of the reasons I have, going to the South, as we all did, going to film reunions from the North, we go to the South every summer to do a film reunion. Excuse me. And as a young kid, it was cool for the first 3 days. After like 3 or 4 days, I'm like, yo, I'm ready to get back to Connecticut, man. This heat, these bugs, these people sound funny. And when I went back down, when the family, some of the family moved down in 2015, and I got a chance to go there as an adult to spend a lot of time. And I'm looking and I'm like, man, peace, land, space, it's not a lot of traffic. Uh, Everybody's nice. We're driving down, people on the streets don't even know you, they're waving to you. Then I go to Georgia with the white family, and they're having funeral processions, man, and everybody will pull over. It's just a different level of just being in those places than growing up in cities like we did, Connecticut, and living in New York and being in Miami. I thought it was dope, and then now all these years go, I'm looking, sketching family compounds and looking at land, and I just thought it was a movement that I think it need to happen, and now we're seeing the cost of life going up, and people are starting to realize that, hey, we can get off the grid and live good because our expenses, the biggest expense we have is our house, right? We're paying
Right.
taxes, we're paying our mortgage payments. But if we go off the grid, go off the grid, still have access to all those things. But now we're not even say land, but they're in their own town. We can control more of what we can control, and we don't have to work within the realms of the big cities and all the other things, which, farmers and southern people have been doing that already for years for them. They've been
Right.
off grid where they're like, yeah, we go to the farmers market down the street. When the egg prices go bad in the big cities, you guys paying $50 a carton versus buying eggs or raising our own chickens. So I think what they're doing is genius.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah,
Do we?
I'm starting to see, my bad. I'm starting to see, and I think we had this conversation before. I'm starting to see a lot of families go back to moving in together.
Yes.
And we had these conversations like when we were coming up, everybody stayed at grandma's house. Everybody stayed, you know what I mean? It was 10 people
Yeah.
at grandma's house. And, I think since then, everybody kind of grew up. I want my own space and da 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 da. But I'm really starting to see families starting to come back together, pool their money together, and, level up their living situation. Now you got finished basements, you got, ADUs, things like that. So now buying the family compound just takes it to the next level. So, if everybody can own, why not own together? We buy the piece of land and everybody build their own house and design it how you want. It's a great idea. It's a great concept. But honestly, the way this economy's going, I think we're being kind of forced into that. So we're probably going to definitely see a lot more of that coming up in the future.
Yeah. What do we feel like though? Because we have had conversations similar to this. But what do we feel like is like even the bare minimum to even start this idea? What do we feel like people need to do to even get to that level?
Shit, I would say start loving yourself. Because I feel like along the way our people um kind of learn not to love themselves. And I say start with loving yourself because if you love yourself, then you're gonna love the other people around you. And then if everybody loving themselves, then we could come back together and then we could start caring about one another instead of feeling like this my house. Oh, it's all about me. It's all about me and my kids or me and my family or whatever. If everybody start loving each other and start seeing each other how we did in the 60s, and like we all are one, then we could really move and make those transitions. We could move and get money together and do certain things together because people be like, man, I ain't getting no money with my family. I don't know, I'd rather get money with a stranger. So once we really start loving each other and really start putting and stop putting money first and put the family first. And like let's grow together, let's move together, let's do certain things together that's gonna bring that morale around how it used to be at Big Mama house or your grandmother house and different things like that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I feel like you even saying that hits on like a different level of like get your mindset right. Because it's the same thing, but when you say
Right,
love
right,
yourself, it hits a little bit deeper because some people don't think about loving yourself, right? Or
right,
you think about it, but then you're like, man, that thought could just be a little bit too strong sometimes, where it's like, damn, do I really not love myself? And then you got to figure out how to do that, right? Because like it
right,
feels like it should be automatic, but sometimes it's not.
right,
And until you actually address it, you may never even get to that conclusion whether or not you actually love yourself or not.
right. Because some people don't know that's the issue. They don't know that they have an issue.
Mm,
And like me, what I want for myself and my family, I want for anybody else in their family. Now, when we start living like this and moving like this, now it's different. Now we're not viewing the person that's next to us or the person that look like us as competition. We looking like, oh, that's my brother. He doing what he doing. I'm doing what I'm doing. We could bring this together. We could move together. We could do certain things together. And I feel like we lost that on a certain level. We trying to build it back in different industries and different things like that, where people come together, supporting each other's brand and each other's business, different things like that. But we need more of it to really get to the levels that we're speaking of right now.
Mm.
yeah.
There was a YouTube video I saw um where the guy was saying that every Sunday he has like this family meeting with his family, and everybody in the family is responsible for certain things, and not only responsible, but you held accountable to, show up with a certain credit score and, make sure you got a certain amount of money in the bank or whatever. And, there's this conversation on, okay, this is where we are and this is where we're trying to go. I think, I don't want to say it's too extreme, but that could be a lot for a family starting out, right? I don't know. Do you put that pressure on your family, like, yo, we all got to level up, or we can't have this conversation, right? But what I'm getting at is just having the conversation, I think, is powerful enough. As a matter of fact, we said, like on our second or third episode, that we were going to have a conversation with our family, about finances and about different things we could do, securing the bag or whatever. So I'm a challenge just to do that as well. But having the conversation with the family, and even if everybody can't, there might be enough people that can to where you could probably help the people that can't, right? And I'm saying in terms of going to buy a piece of land or going to, purchase a house. Mike, the question you asked was, what needs to happen? Number one, somebody's got to qualify. If not, all of us got to qualify, right? The reality to this thing is, especially in the South, or, like me and King was talking about before, as far as like USDA up here, you could buy land and build a house with USDA, no money down.
Right.
Real, you know what I mean? So, what does it take? It takes, the credit score and the job history, really, and then the idea and, I guess coming together to actually doing it, the action. You get what I'm saying? It really don't take much. But, everybody just got to be on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I think the family dynamic, like King said, is loving yourself, but two is you gotta get rid of the ego, man. Like,
Right.
one of the things we don't question with other cultures, and we don't like to bring it up, is that a lot of those cultures, they don't have egos, right? Family win, right? It's all about the family winning first,
Right.
right? How do we simplify how to make it easy for us to go to any of these southern states or whatever, or go to where the land is the cheapest and still have access to the big cities, right? How do we do that without just let's make it even simpler. How do we do it without that? Hey, we just need an acre right now, right? We don't need to have the whole family here where everybody has property right now. We just need a place to call our own. We
Right.
get that acre, right? Guess what? there's modular and mobile homes that we can buy for the cheap and remodel, right? It could just be a vacation spot for now. It don't even need to be a mass migration of everybody at this point. But if we have people who live here, why not get that small compound first and do it in increments, right? We do an acre, then maybe we go into a big enough area to where we could just keep adding on in that same area without needing to move. But I think we need to just start the process, even if it's a quarter acre with 1 or 2 properties on it that we call the family compound. Take that, build it up, sell it, maybe get a huge profit from it, then go somewhere else and then do it again. We don't need everybody to have good credit. What we need to do is find out who's the person with the best credit, and we all gather around that person, flood them with money, flood them with knowledge, flood them with whatever we need to make sure they're able to do it. And when you go back, it is trust, it is love, it is making sure that this person won't mess me over.
Right.
But then again, the ego comes into play. I don't want this dude looking like he's doing everything. He's the king of everything. Just imagine if we had egos on this podcast, we couldn't even function because you got to be the leader. I got to be the leader. They got to be the leader. We're able to separate all the noise and say, hey, this is our goal. This is what we're trying to achieve. The alpha, the beta, whoever will emerge for different things. You'll do this, you'll do that, you'll come up, and then we make it work. If we can get the family back to that 60s dynamic, and that's from us, that's for our teachings to our family and children and community, and then I think it'll go away because we didn't really, that wasn't instilled in us, right? We didn't get the teachings of that. So when we grew older, we were like, the first thing I want to do is move out on my own.
Yeah.
What
Jay,
makes more financial sense?
Yeah, but I feel like though, like, and I agree with everything you're saying, right? But like you said, investing in that one person, boom, 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 doing all those things, it's like jumping back to King's point. It's like if we not even like again, we all know it's the mindset. We can't jump into nothing like that, investing into somebody, hoping that this person's gonna do right. Because if we haven't even set the foundations of loving ourselves, obviously the mindset, are we all on the same page? Where are we going? You know what I mean? Like then it's like all of that it don't even matter.
But there's always people in your family that'll do it. See, that's the excuse we give ourselves because we give ourselves a way out, right? We have to stop giving ourselves a plan B and just stick with that and only have the plan A. Okay, we got to figure this out. I'm pretty sure you can name 5 people right now through your big families who you trust and who you could do something with. Everybody else, eliminate them, take them out of the picture. They don't matter in this aspect of it, right? Once I know, it just says one cousin out of 50. I know he's willing to do this. Let's connect with him. Once you lead by example, other people will follow. If they don't follow, then they just don't follow. But eventually people will start to migrate to your idea and what you guys are doing and what we're doing, and then they'll start to follow. And then you just set the rules of how you guys want it to be. Once it gets big enough and it's enough people to run it, everybody's going to fall in line, bro, because people are going to start feeling like outcasts. And the people who don't want to be involved, they don't have to be involved, but we don't always have to give an out to ourselves. Like Gerard says something all the time that I agree with.
But I don't think it's the out. I'm not looking at it as like, oh well, we can't do it at all. I'm saying it's more of like if we're gonna start, let's start with a mindset, because granted, like every family doesn't have a me, a you, a King, or a Gerard, right? There may be a small like portion inside of them, but they may not be doing something on this level. So it's not an out, but it's more of like, hey, where do we need to start as far as our mindset? What do we need to learn individually or as whoever wants to be involved? Where do we need to start instead of investing in the person, putting money towards something, and we're not even sure exactly where we're going within our own individual selves.
Well, yeah, that's the process, though. I'm talking about the end of the process.
Okay.
With the person, not just say, okay, let's get together and find somebody. I'm saying, hey, you have to go through the process of figuring out who's with it, who's ready, having those conversations.
Okay.
Because we give ourselves an out, though, Mike. We know who's ready and who's not, right? We know who we can take in a room and have a conversation with, and who we're just wasting our time with. Because it's going to be a bunch of noise. Soon as you say, okay, we got the money, somebody going to say, bro, I got to buy a new car. or bro, I gotta go on vacation. I need my money back, and then they're ready to fight the family because they, you
Right.
stole their money. But you know those people, and like we act like we don't know.
That's true.
We know who's ready, who to trust, who we can't trust. I could tell you about 20 people right now. I'm not, but you know who you can trust and who you can't when it comes to things like this. So I just think you find the people who are ready, and then get them ready, and just do the research, and don't listen to us to the sense of we know all everything. Just do the research yourself. Like, we're just giving you ideas to bounce off of, but just do the research yourself. The opportunity is crazy. It's crazy. You get 5 or 6 people, you guys go on a trip, just cancel the trip, because that trip you all spending $2,500 on, you can literally go buy about 2-3 pieces of acres, and in North South Carolina, different parts of Texas, Georgia, Tennessee. You can, if you guys want it, you can do it. It's just taking that money and prioritizing what's important and what's not.
Yeah.
Real quick, kind of similar to what you're saying. Shout out to Asha on the check-in. She said, it's sad to say, but doing business with certain family members isn't wise because of different mind frames. And that's kind of exactly what you're saying. But Asha, I want to tell you, it's people in general. Like I don't even think you should. It's heightened when it's your family, but it's people in general. You can't do business with everybody, period. And you guys just happen, you might just happen to be family. But the same person in your family that you might not want to do business with, I'm pretty sure there's probably 100 other people that's thinking the same thing you thinking. Because the obvious is the obvious, whether it's your family or not. The person, there's somebody that's not related to you that you don't want to do business with, but they family to somebody. You get what I'm saying? So don't necessarily tag the family, and that's kind of what Jason's saying. Don't give yourself the out. It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. You're going to work with who you want to work with. I do kind of feel like I kind of want us all to be able to do it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if I'm going to do it, I don't want to do it by myself. I'm going to do it by myself. You feel me? But if we're all involved, I'm going to try to figure out a way for us all to be involved. It might not be financial, but maybe you could be the groundskeeper, So, you feel me?
No, for real, yeah.
Just find something for him to do.
Everybody got a role to play.
No, that's fact. So even with, and I ain't gonna lie, that music started throwing me off a little bit.
My bad.
I was like, what is in the background? Because of what I was about to say, it threw me way off. But that's what people even do, right? When we take other cultures, right, that are at, you can play the music, you didn't have to cut it off.
I just turned it down.
Just turn it down low.
Like when you look at other cultures, it's like they're at Popeyes. Most of them are in school at the same time, but they're working at Popeyes until they get to the next level, or they're working at the liquor store or the gas stations, doing what they need to do in the moment, right? But building up along the way, even if it may take 2 or 3, 4 more years, they're doing the bare minimum work of what not everybody wants to do,
right?
And sacrificing that time.
Right.
We have a leg up. I'm sorry, Kate. We have a leg up. Guess what? We all have family already down there. It's not like we're going to some foreign land and saying,
right,
where do I plant my flag? We literally have enough time to link with our family in the area and say, hey, can you help me do this, right? Can you help me, can you help me find a place? I'm looking for land for blah, blah, whatever we're doing. And a lot of them they'll be more than happy to help you. And then, what's the young lady name? I don't want to say her name wrong.
Asha.
I agree, but I do agree that we as a Black community, to be honest, I think we are taught to believe that we can't work with each other. I think we are literally brainwashed to believe I can't work with this person because we have an idea or disagreement, or we argue a lot. Yeah, you're arguing a lot because you probably have conflicting ideas, and most of the time you're saying the exact same thing, and you're just disagreeing because of ego. Yeah. That's all it really is. But when you sit down and you have a real mature conversation, I think most people can work together. I think most people can connect and do things.
Most people I'll agree with, but Jason, there are gonna be some people that you just can't work with, bro.
No, I agree. No, I agree with what you're saying, but I'm saying we can't eliminate everybody. Like you can't eliminate everybody because I think think about this, right? You think about all the great companies, especially old money, they're all family owned, bro.
Mm.
They're all family owned businesses. You
But-
think about it, they're all family owned businesses.
Hold on, Jason. You know the difference between those family-owned businesses? They could hate each other, but they still gonna keep the business together for the family. We can't do that. I'm not saying we can't, but we don't do that. If we don't like somebody, we not doing nothing with them.
That's
It's
it.
just done.
Guys,
Well,
we
well,
can't do
that's-
it because we can't. We keep saying we can't do it. Like you said, it's a mindset thing. So if you take the
Yeah, like
brainwash away
it's
and you start working, and everybody starts to understand, like you got to understand business. If you don't understand what you're doing, most people are going to say that sounds crazy. But if you work it, I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, and I agree with you. But I'm like, you got to change somewhere. If bro, if we're stuck on an island, we eventually got to figure something out. Like we just can't be like, you know what, you suck. You ain't gonna build the boat, so we ain't gonna cut the tree down. Like so eventually somebody has to do something.
But and this is I think this is a part that we missing. Like especially when you talk about these big corporation, family-owned corporations or whatever, there's a hierarchy, there's a structure. You get what I'm saying? It's not like a free for all.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah, it's not a free for all where everybody's doing, what they want to do, or you do what you want to do, or whatever. It's a hierarchy, yo. Like a lot of times you gotta report to a board. You get what I'm saying? So imagine if you and your family and you create that board, and not even say, all right, well, just because you got the credit score and I got the money, it's gonna be me and you. Nah, you might have to, look at the people involved and say, all right, let's vote. What if we take a vote? Talking about ego, that'll piss you off because if they don't like you, you're gonna get voted off the island real quick. But but
they gotta go.
So what I'm gonna jump in on what Jerard is saying and jump back to what Jason said. That's the Willie Lynch theory, right? That's what we've already been taught. Right, and I don't want to dive way too deep into it, but we've been taught to separate ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like hey, you light skin, I'm dark skin. We do that shit on social media. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's light skin versus dark skin. Oh, you. I don't want to say certain words because I know certain things could, But yeah, man.
Don't get us canceled.
It's all of that. Yeah, I know. That's why I just stopped talking about it. But then even like you said, Jerard, it's about what's that in the background? Oh, that's that daggone ball. That was a workout ball. But what Jerard said, it all falls down to ego. When there's a hierarchy, when you got to sit down and talk, nobody can take that because we don't want to be told what to do at the end of the day. Because we already have, what I feel like we have is a mindset that I'm going to do it on my own and I'm going to go get it. You trying to tell me what to do? Nah, bro, I'm out of here. Like, that's just how we've been grown up. I feel like that's what we've been taught over the years.
Can I give you a real life example right now?
Yes, sir.
Well, hold on real quick, Jason.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Mike, because you just made me think about what I want to say next. The only time people want to work with each other and they don't even like each other is at their job. They would do whatever they got to do to get the job done. And if y'all could work with people y'all don't like at your job, y'all should be able to work with your family. Because at the end of the day, we all got a job to do. Even though you don't like her or him, you still know you got to do your part. They got to do their part. And together, everybody's getting something done. If you can do it at work, you should be able to do it at home. You should be able to do it with your family up north, down south, wherever they at.
But Jason. We just, I know, Jason, you want to go. I know you want to tell your story. But it's just like, we make it so easy to separate from our family for whatever reason it may be.
Any reason.
We make it so easy. Like, it's like, yo, you say this one thing, that's it. I ain't going to talk to you for months. Like,
right. For years.
Yeah. It's like, bro, like we have to, we spoke about this before, emotional intelligence. We got to figure out, okay, we had a disagreement, but how can we move forward? How can we move past it? Let's talk about it. You may not fully like what I said, and you whatever it may be, boom, 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 but we still family at the end of the day. Like, I'm gonna get a little morbid, Jason, but what if I die and you won't talk to me? Now, boom, you just missed out on 3 months of not having conversations because I said one thing that you didn't like.
One less conversation I gotta have now.
Yo, you bugged out.
Yo.
Go ahead, Jason. I'm gonna leave it at that. You can tell your story now.
Nah. You know it's all love. Listen, so my point, right? I want a little bit. So 70 families bought 500 acres.
5,000.
I'm sorry, 5,000 acres. You think all those 70, they didn't say 70 people, they said 70 families. So you think everybody in all those families agree on everything?
You know, I didn't even peep that.
Yeah, so you think all those families agree on everything? So for real life situation, I'm not gonna say any names, but both sides, my wife's side and my father's side, we got family members together, and we're working towards something right now. The people who want to work, we're working with. The other people have nothing to do with it. Vice versa, right? Even on the other side. So you ain't gonna need everybody. Everybody might not want to be a part of it, but there are people who want to do these things. They just need to be educated. So if we go into a conversation, right, already saying, I'm gonna be defensive because I know half of these Negroes ain't gonna want to do nothing. They're gonna complain. As soon as somebody have an objection, they're gonna be like, oh, I knew it. But if we go into it, right, and we lead by example, and I'm not even saying you gotta sit there and convince people, but if you get one or two people, or if you do it, and you already have people in the South, you can lead by example, and other people will follow. Because I think that's the only way to do it, is to get a small group of people to go scout, come back and say, hey, the coast is clear, we found food or whatever, so you can get it done. Because if she's right and we're right, we're never going to get it done. Regardless of how hard it get in the big cities, most of us we'll rather sit there and live paycheck to paycheck, be behind on bills, have bad credit, because we're too proud to follow somebody else to financial freedom and being able to just live a good life without stressing about big city first world problems.
We all know this, but listening to a video, young lady said, people don't want to do the work, man.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, people don't want to do the work.
Hard, bro.
Regardless of if it's an entrepreneurship route, it's a career change, it's building the relationship back up, it's the spiritual life. It's like, yo, you gotta look in, you gotta look deep in order to even hit the next level. Sometimes it's hard for us to do that.
It's hard,
or it just takes longer to even realize what it is that you need to realize. You may be doing the work, it just hasn't hit completely yet. So it's going to take a few years. It's going to take 5, 6, 7, 8 years. But as long as you keep going at the same time, that's the only thing that matters.
Yeah. I think a lot of it is, to be honest, and you guys can agree or disagree. I just think from my perspective, when I speak to family and friends and different people, I think people are scared to make moves that are valuable and important to them because they're scared about what other people think or feel about the moves they're making. So if you decide to say tomorrow, Mike, man, I'm gonna get up and I'm going to North Carolina. If somebody comes to you and be like, why would you move to North Carolina? You ain't got no job. You ain't know these people. You're just gonna go like that fucks with people, right?
Yeah.
Everybody don't have the mindset of what, I mean, I'll tell you, what would Jason say? I'm not gonna say it on camera right now, but I don't care. I'm making this move for Jason. I don't care about what none of y'all can stay here and eat saltine crackers for the rest of your life. I'm going to greener pastures. And I think sometimes people are scared of how people perceive them on the moves they're going to make, instead of saying, yo, I need to do what's best for myself. And if everybody thought I need to do what's best for myself first, in a non-selfish way, because if I do what's best for myself, I'm better for everybody else. But if I cater to everybody, do what's best for them, I'm not doing what's best for myself, so I'm no good to nobody. So they're going to talk about you either way. So you got to make the best move for you. And I think if people can really start to understand that I'm important, I need to figure out what makes me happy, what I'm important, and do what's best for them, then I think they'll live a happier life. And then people will see that, because negativity attracts negativity. Once you're happy, people ain't going to even probably want to be around you anyway, which is good. Now you got, like I said, Mike, now you're going to have 50 less people to talk to, and then you can talk to the family members who mean the most. But I think that ego, man, that ego is dangerous, man.
Yeah.
Hey, yo,
fellas, let me go ahead.
hold
Go ahead,
on
Dre.
real quick, Mike, before you go ahead. Shout out to Auntie Karen on the check-in. She said that's so true. Shalita said definitely family owned. Shout out to my man Courtney Morgan on the check-in. And Darrell Hardy said, your friends are the family you choose.
Yes.
That was dope.
That was dope. Yes.
Your friends are the family you choose.
All right, so let me ask this, and thank you everybody for shouting out in the comments and for all your attention on this Wednesday night. But let me ask y'all, man. Let's say we bought 5,000 acres. What is something that y'all would put on
Gun
this?
range. We need a gun range. We need a gun range.
That's automatic. Start getting the kids shooting at 5 years old.
Yeah, we need a gun range.
Military guys.
Exactly, right?
I just want a smoker. Just find me a spot with a smoker in the
Get
tent.
him
I'm good.
Oh, I'm down with that too.
That was they put the pig on. Well, okay. Well, that question is fast. Next.
Good.
I thought it was gonna go a little longer.
Listen, we don't need much, man. We need a cot. A gun. Well, I need a little more than a cot, but I need a gun range. I need a smoker, like Jerard said, with some food and some transportation and a shower, and I'm good.
Yeah, don't take, that's military people too. We don't need much. We lived without the basic things that everybody needs, so we good. We just need somewhere to sleep, somewhere to shower, and food.
And bullets.
We straight.
And bullets.
Yeah.
Bullets and toilet paper, baby.
He already said the guns and all that. Gotta have the bullets.
Exactly. Gerard, you want to get the other video ready, but let's transition over, right? Because we're talking about ownership, right? We're talking about having our own acres, having our own gun range, having our own smoker with the pig on it, right? Whatever else that we want, our own little cot from the military where you got to stretch that thing out at the bottom, and that one last leg you got to try to get. If you don't know nothing about it, you don't know nothing about it. You don't know nothing about it.
It's okay.
But we want to transition and speak on brother Isaac Hayes III. He has his own platform called Fanbase, which is really for the people. You know what I mean? Which is for us, the people. And it's really open to anybody, right? But it's for us because, hey, he's not looking to kick anyone out for what it is that they say. Gerard, if you want to just cue that video up for us, brother. The button at the top.
Puck moving is, have you been looking? It's almost taboo to say something is black owned because sometimes you'll get pushback.
Yeah.
The way that I've been seeing the puck moving is I keep seeing people get demonetized. Matter of fact, my boy Super Ray 14K. If anybody's ever seen Super Ray 14K, he got kicked off Instagram.
Recently?
Yeah. They have all those million.
Oh my God. He's hilarious.
And he had billions of views.
Yes.
And you know what he did? Here's how he got kicked off. He took a video of something that was already on Instagram that somebody was saying that was racist, and he reposted it and did commentary on that video, and they took his page down.
Wow. So they didn't, not the person who did it.
Not the person that did it.
Yeah.
They took his page down.
Yeah.
And I've been telling Ray, I was like, look, I understand you love Instagram and that's where the attention is, but you got to start building community in places where, at least at the end of the day, Fanbase is a platform that's for all people. Like I said, I don't care. I'm not trying to pick one side or another side. I want people to be able to have the conversations that they want to say when they want to say it. But when they're demonetizing mostly African-American YouTube channels and suppressing their views and kicking you off platforms, and then we just sit there and then what we do is we get upset and bang on the door like, let us in, let us in, let us in. And I'm like, what are we doing?
Why are we doing that? Why are we begging to give them our content? Why are we begging to give them our money and to give them our fans?
It's almost taboo to say something is black owned because sometimes you'll get pushback.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah.
You want me to go first?
Hey, go ahead, brother. I'll ask the question, but if you want to rock with your statement, go ahead.
No, you go first. You go first.
So I mean, because this even relates back to our last not the last conversation, but a conversation we had before with
no.
Yes.
I already know where this is going.
Yes.
And I thought about it
Mike,
earlier.
thanks for the layup, Mike.
I thought about
Thanks
it earlier.
for the layup.
And it's a difference between, but Gerard, I'm getting my chance to Mike, you better not edit this damn video the way you edited it before.
Go ahead, Jason. Fire off.
No, I want Gerard.
No,
you
got
it. Go ahead.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing. I'm good. As soon as Mike laid it up, it wasn't no need for me to say nothing. Let's go ahead.
Yo, I thought about it when I listened to it earlier. I'm like, bro, this is not the same thing. But we have to do this. I know. I'm looking at Gerard and I hear him going. He started this bullshit again, man. Listen. Go ahead, Gerard. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying nothing. I got nothing, brother. I got nothing.
Okay, so let me go.
Go ahead, King. No, let King go because I gotta put my
I go last.
Nobody want to talk now. We on the podcast.
All right, here we go.
Because we know what it is.
I got it, Gerard. So I'm gonna go back to Gerard's point. So Gerard, it's not the same thing as the NFL. I know that's where you were going.
Okay.
Now, Jason, hold on, Jason. If you gonna speak, you better give him that authority like he gave you.
No, I'm not on that energy. I'm happy, bro. So I'm not gonna give that. I'm not gonna give that anger energy because I'm happy, right? So,
yes,
but
sir.
It's not the same thing, but it can be similar to what they just did, right? They say, why try to fix a broken system when we can just create our own system, right? But the difference between that is that same thing we do in our culture. Why nobody's telling you to stop buying Louis or Gucci. You can buy Louis or Gucci all you want, and in fact, you can buy whatever you want. But when they say something, or they shut us down, or they can't monetize us no more, they can stop our monetization. We have no power. There's nowhere else for us to turn. But if we gave a quarter of that to these Black-owned businesses, they can also become billion-dollar corporations. Also, guess what? Yeah. Now we have a platform to have our voice. What he's saying is, guess what? We don't have a voice. We don't have a voice. If what is being done, and which I read something the other day, I heard it briefly in a clip that I don't know if it was a Democratic person, but they say, yo, while the Democrats are being lazy, all of the conservatives are buying all of the media channels. So now they're able to, like he said, drown out our voices because now they control that part of the media.
Right.
But we have our own media. We don't need them, right? We can go Kai Cenat, because part of this started from the conversation that the Twitch CEO said about Kai Cenat and I Show Speed, which I didn't think he said nothing bad. They were talking about the Mount Rushmore, but they don't have to start their own because we have our own. It's just not being talked about on the mountaintop. Fanbase. I have it downloaded on my phone. I think you all should go download Fanbase. It looks exactly like Facebook. Actually, it looks cooler than Instagram. It looks a lot better than Instagram. Has all the same functions, and there's communities up there for us that we talk about real issues in our communities. But yeah, I think we do give too much power away.
So, but real quick, Jay. But why do you feel like we actually overlook these platforms that are already built for us?
Oh man, I'm trying not to say it, Mike. I'm like trying not to say that part.
Nah, you got to. You got it. Nah,
okay, all right.
Listen, he got to come back around the block. He got to spin the block, Mike. That's what it is.
They think white is right. They think if it's on a platform and it's a popular platform and it's white is right, that they're going to go to that platform, right? They're going to follow the crowd. Everybody's just following the crowd. And the crowd says, hey, Instagram, Facebook, and all these other places is where the money's at. And we can't, like, Roland Martin said this the other day. He was like, if the and don't quote me, I'm paraphrasing. He was talking about when Bob Johnson sold BET. He was saying if the black networks get the same monetization or capital whatever as white stations, Bob Johnson and his wife would have been able to buy more companies, but they only sold it for like $3 billion when they could have sold it if it was valued like a white company. it should have been valued from like 9 to 10 million or something like that. But they only got like 3 billion. I'm talking about. They sold it for 3 billion, and it's really was worth more. But the way they do the scale of black entertainment, they went on that scale and they devalued it based off of that. So we're not able to monetize, and part of that is that we're not saying BET first, right? We're not saying black entertainment. We're not saying these things first, but you don't have to. The only thing you got to do is, if I'm gonna give 75 cents to these luxury brands, give 25 cents to this brand. You know what I'm saying? So they can be, so we have a voice. The thing is, we drown our own voices. That's why when people come, I'm like, yo, what are we complaining about? Yes, I agree with racism. Yes, I agree with I agree with all that, right? But guess what? We're drowning our own voices out because we don't have to support everything crap. There's a lot of good black-owned products and companies in this world, but we just don't search for them because it's like a stigma. It's like going in. It's like you taking your daughter into Toys R Us. She don't want the black dial. She want the white dial. And believe it or not, she was conditioned to think that way. Mm-hmm. So I think that's where he's getting to, and eventually we'll come around to it. I think that we'll understand that we have the power, bro. We have the power. You don't need media anymore because we are the media. Go ahead, Mike.
So does that mean we leaving Facebook and Instagram?
See, no, I think when I'm talking, y'all just, you're not listening to what I'm saying. No. We don't have to, but I'm saying we should also, like we use Facebook and Instagram, we could also have our account on Fanbase to where we can move those numbers also. We can buy from there, we can post on there, like we could put our content on there. We should also give them love also. Yes, it's black owned. Like Jews say, yo, I go buy from the Jewish stores. Italians say I go buy Italian. Africans buy Africans. Haitians buy, like Spanish people buy. Bro, we can say we're going to go support a black company and not feel bad about it.
Well, I mean, okay, so but here's the challenge though, right? Even within that, it's like we know most Jewish, Chinese, Asian, whatever. I know Chinese, Asian, pretty much same as but they are rarely going to buy from us. So like what I'm getting at, what I'm seeing is like, okay, yeah, we can also go to Fanbase, but like if we know they would, like we know Instagram wouldn't come with us on Secure the Bag, right? Let's just say they wouldn't partner with us like a legit partnership. Why do we continue to support, even though we know people are here? You get, like, I hope I'm making sense.
Say that one more time, Mike. I'm sorry.
It's the same. It's the same reason, Mike. If my jersey is selling out and I ain't even playing,
don't do it.
What?
Don't do it.
I'm just saying, if my jersey is selling out and I ain't even playing, you know how many videos people make about me every day, wishing that I was playing and I ain't even playing. But I'm over here because this is where I'm quote unquote supposed to be. This is where the action is.
You're right. So hold on. So let me go back and explain so that just in case people that are listening didn't understand as well. If we know people, let's just take Jewish specifically. Most Jewish people will not buy anything outside of themselves, outside of their community. They will only buy within themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we
should?
Why don't we hold that same standard to us? Like this is just conversation right now, but we're on the platform. Why don't we just support Fanbase? Why are we on Facebook and Instagram?
But
I get it because it's like, yes, just like Jerard said, that's where our people are, right? We go where the people are. We also follow the crowd because we know we doing business. So you go where the people are. It's like a you win and lose type conversation.
Yeah, so and then that goes back to what Jason just said. I think it's okay for us to do it all. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like we could go on Fanbase right now and build our community. I think the biggest problem with Fanbase and the problem with the XFL is there's nobody there yet. You see what I'm saying? So like even if we did invest, we got to understand that, all right, this is going to be a slow burn. This is going to be a slow investment. We might not make our money back tomorrow because we got to let this thing build, which is not necessarily a bad thing. So I think we got to decide, or you got to decide, you know, what are you looking to get out of it? You get what I'm saying? What are you looking to get out of it? You know, what's your goal?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna just add on a little bit more of my thought and idea in this moment is like, I know we aren't right now in this moment trying to hold ourselves to a standard to someone else's standard, but is that a standard that we're looking to follow at some level?
Hold on. Say that again. You
I
said
know
we holding ourselves to somebody else's standard?
I know that we're not trying to in this moment
Oh,
hold
okay.
ourselves, that we're not trying to hold ourselves to someone else's standard. But like if that's a level that we're trying to get to, should we follow that standard?
You mean
far
as
as
far
going-
as Facebook and Instagram?
Yeah, like as far hey, like Jewish people only going to buy from Jewish people. Should we only be on Fanbase? And again, this is not right now. This is just conversation for the thought in the moment. Should we only be on Fanbase because we're trying to follow a standard of what the wealthy do?
Listen,
it's hard to say. I get it.
Hold on.
It's not hard for me.
Not hard.
It's not hard for me. I think we do have to support Fanbase. We should launch a Fanbase page, and we should let everybody know that we on Fanbase. But at the end of the day,
we do have a Fanbase page, and we are on Fanbase.
Right? Okay. But I mean, but we don't do we stream live there, or are our episodes there?
I was our episodes are there.
All right.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Okay. So that's good. But the point out.
So that means we gotta have more conversations because all of us don't know that yet.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
It's okay.
I told
people that need to know, we good.
We good.
People that need to know, no. We
good. So we worldwide. We on Fanbase too. But listen, as me studying marketing and business and this, that, and the third, like you can't market. Would you buy a billboard on the road nobody travels?
No.
I mean, but you never know who might see it.
Yeah, I know, Mike. I got you.
But that's what I'm saying. That's money invested where I'm hoping somebody sees it versus I'm gonna put it on the post road where I know they get traffic every day.
Exactly, I feel you. That's what you said earlier. We've got to follow. We got to follow the crowd because that's where our people are. I get it.
But you don't know what a crowd is at if you don't even know the research fan base. I mean, they have millions of people subscribed there. It's a matter of doing the same thing with Instagram and Facebook when it started. Twitch and all these other things. It's all the same thing. Eventually, if enough people start supporting it and it starts, gaining steam, then we can have success and talk about it. It's what you do for that. Dude, they have. I think it's Fanbase. They have weekly fan base like gatherings in Atlanta.
Oh no!
I think it's every Wednesday or Thursday or something like that.
I think to answer your question, Mike, we should do whatever it takes to get the information out there. So if you on, like, I don't know if y'all on LinkedIn. I think Jerard is on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
You on LinkedIn, Mike?
Yeah, man, I'm a businessman.
Of course.
I got it. So I'm on LinkedIn. I've been on LinkedIn since 2017, 18. So I'm on LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook business page, everywhere. Now, the goal should be to go on Fanbase before people really know about it and be up there and build your community. So when people because people going to transition. Because people went from Twitter to Facebook, back to Twitter, then back to Facebook, and then to Instagram. So people, and then they were on Snapchat. So people going to go to Fanbase. Everybody's not just talking about it now, but the goal is always to be ahead of the game. Like I knew about TikTok 5 or 6 years ago. I'm just the type of person. I'm like, man, I don't want to do the new thing that's out. And I could have had 1 billion fucking followers or whatever on TikTok. I heard about this a long time ago. Like, you know what I mean? I just don't like doing new things until like I'm forced to do it. But instead of being forced to do it, let's jump on it now. That's what happened with Bitcoin. That's what happened with cryptocurrency. That's what happened with all these different things. Like we get on late, then we like, oh, now we know about it. But when nobody else will know about it, then we're not hopping on because, like somebody said, everybody not over there. Everybody not doing it.
Yeah. So I just looked up just some quick facts. Hopefully they're factual. But by January 2025, Fanbase had 589,000 monthly active users.
Active users, right?
Yeah, active users. Again, these are all rough numbers. They said Fanbase does not publicly share the exact number of active users, but recent data indicates significant growth. So these are rough estimates. And then
That's
about
low,
total
bro.
users, yeah, about total users, 1.4 million.
Okay, yeah, but
Yeah,
that's still low, bro. That's
So
good
I
for
mean,
them, but it's low.
But and that's and listen, I have my own fan base page.
You just created it?
I created a page back when
just now.
Nah,
No, I'm doing it right
I
now.
created a page back when he was offering his IPO. You get what I'm
Oh,
saying?
nice.
So
Nice.
I've been a member of Fanbase, and also the crazy thing about Fanbase is you don't even technically this is so counterproductive, or you can connect your Instagram feed to your Fanbase, so whatever you post on Instagram will automatically show up on Fanbase. Like, you get what I'm saying?
It's counterproductive for who? Instagram or
Well,
Fanbase?
I'm saying, as far as, all right, well, if Instagram is the competition, and
Why would you bring the platform?
you see what I'm
into
saying?
your-
Like, should I be using Fanbase or Instagram type thing? Should I, you know what I mean? But I could use Instagram, and it funnels right into like, like, are they the enemy or not? Like, it almost seems
that's
like a
a-
partnership.
Yeah, that's a win for Fanbase though, because think about it. I don't even have to be active on the platform, and I can still upload
content. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
to it and get viewers and people and everything that's new that we do. If you go to our page, all the videos are that we post are up there.
So
on Fanbase. So yeah,
Meta has 3.7 billion monthly active users. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's tough. So Jason, can we just have a truce? All right. I need you to understand. I understand what you were saying now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Looking at these numbers.
Yeah, that's what it's too big.
It's too big.
It's too big, bro.
It's too big.
Yeah.
It's too big to fight.
They got a 20-year head start.
Yeah. Well, same thing with, remember Nike. Same thing with Nike. I think the closest one to Nike is Under Armour, and they're still like billions of dollars behind them on the. It's insane, the market share that some of these companies have, right? But if we give Fanbase, even if on a scale from Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, and whatever other stream, if we put them at like 5th or 6th, you give them hundreds of millions of viewers, right? There you get revenue dollars. Now they can compete because now they have enough money in the company to really affect communities and get in the communities and do things. And I think that's where what we don't understand. Like, hey, these companies are not going back, but Isaac Hayes III, he's in the community. He's doing things right now, even though with 1.4 million subscribers, he's still in the community doing things, trying to make a change. Imagine if he has 100 million subscribers now and the revenue that generates, what he can really do on that scale. He can also launch other businesses, right? Or he can do what Facebook do and these other big companies, they can buy other companies. Now their reach becomes bigger. But if you have certain people fighting for TikTok so they can control the algorithm and control what is being said on that algorithm, and we're following it and we're not following truth, because they're going to tell you they're not going to put the truth on there. They're going to sway it towards them. And you have somebody, a black brilliant brother, saying, hey, come here. We don't care what side. We just want people to have a real conversation and hear what the truth really is. And we still ignore that. And then we get suckered into whatever's going on. Now I'm trying to blame somebody when it's like, oh, I could have voted, or I could have put my money, or not even put money. It's free. You just download the app and create a profile. Like literally, it's like a layup almost. Like, hey, it's easy to help us. We don't even need your money. We just want you to create a free application like you did with the other platforms and create a profile and actively use the platform.
Hit a like
That's
button.
That's all they're asking for.
Hit a like and a share every once in a while.
Can you ask everybody? Everybody, can you, if you're on this podcast right now, please download. I don't care if you're black or white. Like Michael Jackson said, download Fanbase. We need as many people to get on Fanbase as possible. We're not sponsored by them yet. We need you guys to get on Fanbase. Follow us on Fanbase. Get a profile on Fanbase and start supporting the brother Isaac Hayes III.
Got 20 followers. Look at God.
You got 20 followers?
I got 20 followers.
On Fanbase?
Yeah.
That's dope. You didn't even do nothing.
I ain't even do nothing.
That's all your Instagram stuff.
Yeah. It's all my Instagram stuff.
Y'all welcome. Let me ask this question. I found this question right here. This is a nice one, I believe. Is social media the new form of real estate where the followers are the land you build on?
That's a nice question.
I ask it one more time. Is social media the new form of real estate where the followers are the land you build on?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Why?
Not
okay,
anymore.
when it was, why?
There was a point where I feel like everybody was fighting for followers. Social media is going to a place where your followers don't matter. Now it's just all about the algorithm, period. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, begging, like, hit the subscribe button. Now it's not about hitting the subscribe button. It's about providing value to anybody that wants to hear it, that might, that might not even be a follower, or,
Yeah. Can you land on anybody's FYP, the For You page?
Yes, depending on what their interests are. If you guys are interested in the same thing, you will land on it. You get what I'm saying? So it's more or less the content is really what matters, not the followers. The content matters more than the followers.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Good. Yeah, no, that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
Good
I was watching an article. I was watching a YouTube video with the CEO of YouTube the other day, and he said the same thing, that everybody's thinking about algorithm, and it's really just posting content, like actual original content that engage people. You don't need 1 million followers to make money or monetize. You just need people, the same people, to continuously watch through your whole video, and then those ads is what really gets you paid.
It's the people who are for you will be for you. That's how you end up on the For You page. You get what I'm saying?
But remember, we talk about it a lot when we're working on courses and everything. Social media for certain people, if you have a business, you're not necessarily looking to monetize. You're just looking to gather clients, right? You're here trying to get as many clients as possible to drive to your business, because you make money somewhere else. But if you don't have a business and content is your business, then it's a little different. We want as many followers. We want 100 million followers, right? The revenue stream that'll bring for us, not just on monetizing, but the business we can do with those viewers, we can do firsthand. So it really depends on what you're doing it for. Like what's your what's the point of doing social media? What is it going to do for your business? Like, are you on here just to create content and have a good time, or are you looking to attract customers, or what?
Yeah.
The customers will come. You don't invest in the followers, Mike. You're not going to invest in the clients. You're going to invest in the content.
The content, yeah.
When you invest in the content, the everything else.
But isn't the invested content the investment in the follower?
No, I mean,
he's talking about the quantity, the quantity of followers. He's just saying you get, you'll.
I know. I was just being difficult.
Yeah. But some of that content, bro, some of this content is like flawless, bro. Some of these dudes, I think Jerard, you sent me your boy. that does the videos. Man, that content is like somebody from Sony making these videos now.
Yeah, even it was it Smooth? No, what was it? Silk?
Oh yeah,
He been sending us some
videographer.
videos. Yeah. Those been some real good quality
Yeah,
stuff.
them edits are crazy, man. Them edits now are crazy. Look at that. I don't know, Fanbase heard me, but it just popped up on my phone.
They heard you.
Yo, Lonzo said, "What's the name on Fanbase?" He can't find it. Shout out to Milton, Jay Milton up here. We got Milton
what's
outside
up, brother?
right now.
It's Secure the Bag podcast.
What's going on, Milton? I don't know who you are. What's going on, man? What's up?
I don't know how to do that shit. No, Secure the Bag podcast.
That boy was trying every angle.
Bag it up, son.
Yo, all right, man. So we're talking about owning your own platform, right? We're talking about being on other people's platform, or let me. We're talking about on other people's platform versus your own platform, right? And sometimes there's a risk to being on someone else's platform, and with some of that risk becomes cancel culture. Meaning, you say something they don't like, they booting your ass up out of there.
I think it's fake. I think cancel culture is fake. Cause like when you really somebody to people and you add or create value, it's not really. Some people might not like you. They might block you or all those different things. They might be like, oh, they not rocking with you no more. But the majority of the people love you or rock with you for who you've been all this time. So they might not have like what you said either, but they're not gonna stop dealing with you for real. I think it's fake. I said all kind of things on social media in the last 10 years, and I can't tell that I've been canceled because I just been moving up, just moving on up. I probably got restricted for like a few times on Facebook. Got blocked for 30 days and different things like that. But as far as being canceled by people, I think it's fake. I think because not for nothing, if you're somebody providing value and you're trying to help people change their lives and you've changed people's lives, it's not really much that somebody else could think about you because you did great things in life and on social media and in a lot of people's realities. Their life changed because of you. So it's not really much.
Well, Ken, but let me challenge you though. Let me challenge you.
That's cool.
Do we is it fake on certain levels, right? Like, yes, I'm taking nothing absolutely away from you. You are who you are.
Cool.
You do great things, right? But you're not at a level of like a celebrity, right? Let's say
no. I don't want to be there. I don't want to be on that level.
Yeah, but I mean, but that's who really gets canceled in a sense, right? Where people actually
you think Kanye's canceled?
I don't know how you cancel somebody. Like, how do you stop somebody from talking? I get you.
That's what he's saying, Mike.
Yeah, exactly.
It don't really matter. Like they can say that, but who are they?
Yeah. So
you know what I mean,
someone explain to me if anybody knows.
You can't.
If there's a celebrity. Let me ask my question.
Let him say it. Yeah, Mike.
Hey, you trying to cut me off all the time. You and my daddy. When it comes to cancel culture, let's take Kanye West. When he got canceled, quote unquote, how does someone actually get canceled? Like, do they ban it from talking? Do they ban it from being on certain platforms? What is the actual process of being canceled?
You can't be canceled, bro. Okay. You're gonna have.
Now answer his question though. Answer his question. I was about to answer his question.
So I mean, my response is you can't be canceled. If you do something that a certain group of people don't like, there's still another group of people that's still gonna support you.
Right.
So pretty much the cancel culture.
I was about to get us canceled, but yeah, go ahead.
so the cancel culture can only really exist around people who don't want to hear you speak.
You can't be canceled, but you can be blackballed. So you can't be canceled because they can't just say, okay, we don't want to hear from him no more. But they can blackball you in the sense of they can keep you off of every network. They can they can shadow ban your pages. Okay. They can say, hey, you're not going on any network under Viacom and they own all the networks. You know what I mean? You can't go on no network owned by Disney, and if they all conspire together, like think about Jimmy Fallon, right? Those networks own everything, so they can do it that way. And then now you have to say, okay, I have to go through social media to do it, or through email, or whatever you do to get to the people. But if you go to Fanbase, shout out again to Fanbase, you go to Fanbase and they don't care what you say, because they're not trying to silence your voice, right? I don't think nobody should have their voice silenced unless it's an imminent threat to hurt people. But if you feel a certain way, I think you should be able to voice it, but you got to live with the consequences, right? Right? You could say you have the freedom of speech, but you also got the freedom of the consequences that actually come with that. But I think you could be blackballed, but I don't think you could be canceled.
So when you said canceled, I'm thinking in terms of audience, but I think Jason took it to another level. All right, there's a control, like there's power, and the platform. Who owns the platform? They could cancel. You know what I mean? They could shut you down. Like my man said, somebody page just got kicked off of Instagram. Are you talking about that, or are you talking about audience? I don't think audience viewers can cancel you.
And that's what I'm saying. So to me, what it sounds like is cancel culture is only for those who don't want to hear you speak. It only exists in their minds. It doesn't really exist in the big picture.
Correct.
Pretty much is what I'm hearing.
Correct. That's how I feel about it. Because you mentioned Kanye West a couple times. Kanye West is canceled. If Kanye West decided to do a concert right now, it's going to sell out.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Go ahead, King.
Everybody's still waiting for the next R. Kelly album. I'm just saying.
R. Kelly ain't canceled. R. Kelly not even canceled.
Just Gerard.
R. Kelly is not canceled.
King, but this is the point. He is canceled to a lot of people. There's a lot of people
I bet you they still listen to R. Kelly any album.
They still waiting for the album.
Put any amount of money on it. They listen to R. Kelly. How can you not? I mean,
they're still waiting for the album.
They canceled the accusations. They didn't cancel the music.
Yeah. But it's still the same point though. You know what I mean?
So
it sounds good.
Yeah. So let me ask you, because I was thinking about this when I was listening to Isaac's video. Let's say, right, we are in control of our own platform, and now there's a white nationalist coming up here saying whatever he want to say about taking us out. Are we gonna cancel him?
We should get one up here though.
Oh God. Oh jeez.
That'd be dope. Listen, if it's not an immediate threat and he has views, I mean, let him bro, you gotta let people show their stupidity. That's the only thing I don't understand with cancel culture. Like, you get there, people like, no, shut them off. No, let people show you how stupid they are and how ignorant they sound. Like, we have
Go ahead. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, we have black celebrities, we have white celebrities, we have other cultures. They're in the media saying false, stupid things that are not true. Let them do that, because the other false, stupid people follow them, believing something that's not true. I mean, I guess it all depends on what you said as a threat or whatever, but let people know who you are. I think.
I mean, do we let parasites like that into our environment?
What do you?
Like I said, give them a platform to show. You give them a platform to show. I don't have a problem with it. Give them a platform to show how stupid they are.
I'm talking about on Fanbase, King. Like if there's like somebody for whatever reason he decided he want to come on Fanbase and speak his white power type stuff on Fanbase, and he keep posting videos, and then he's kind of getting some traction because now people are engaging in it. Do we allow him to continue to blow up and make money from us?
You can't do something like that on Fanbase. Like, the person's gonna go viral, and everybody, all the black people, gonna get in their feelings like, oh, he's saying this, he's saying that.
That's cancel culture. We still gonna block him out.
Instead of letting him talk, like Jason said, to show the world how dumb he is and ignorant he is, they're gonna be like mad, like, oh, we should do this, we should do that. Like all that energy that people have against these type of people, you could put that into changing your life and your mindset.
But that's my point. Do we allow a parasite to come in and affect and have these conversations when I get it?
I would
Let
say
him speak.
yes.
You say
To
yes.
show the people that these people are here. These parasites are everywhere. They just don't speak up.
You can't.
But Isaac Hayes said yes. He said he's not going to silence voices.
You can't.
Okay. That's what they said. He said it.
Right. You can't stop that, Mike, because that's contradictory to what we believe in terms of freedom of speech. So
yeah.
I think you gotta let them bury yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't see that video with Isaac Hayes saying that. So that was just a question I thought of too.
No, you said it in the video we just watched.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, yeah. But I mean, with that specific example in my mind, that's how I put it out.
Okay.
But he did say that 100%. But it was just like how far.
I thought you were saying this.
How far you willing to let people go?
I thought you were saying.
I thought you were saying this show too.
Yeah.
All right, so you did think he was. So look at my angry black cousin. He want all the smoke, man. He like, yo, yeah, bring him on. Yo, bring him on. Yo, Jason, you chill, man.
Jason been on. He been on one tonight. That motherfucker said, "Yeah, that's one less conversation I gotta have."
Yeah, word. Yo, bring him on. Oh,
it's crazy, and we're not crazy for wanting the people. We're not crazy as black people for saying, what King said, did an example earlier, because we can't do it on other platforms. We like the thing with black people, like we're very defensive. Like, well, you're black, you shouldn't do that, or you're black, we shouldn't do this or that, or I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna go down that path. Yeah, that's too dangerous. But listen, I had to think about what I was about to say.
We're teetering on the cancel line.
We gotta understand that we need our own platform, and we can't compare ourselves to other people, because we're not allowed. Like, Barack Obama is not allowed to be Donald Trump. And this is the thing that pisses me off the most, because we don't have the leeway to be that dude. We don't have the leeway to be that dude. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at us, or we're put on a platform, we can't lack like they lack. The white lady, I think she's from I don't know if she's a politician or not. She was cursing out, calling them bees and stuff for Crockett last week or whatever. We don't have the leeway to do that. We can't do that to them, because we'll get canceled. Like, it's crazy. So as soon as somebody said, "Oh, they're being racist," oh, there they go with the race thing again. Yeah, because we don't have that leeway that they have to act like they act and do certain things, right? Because we're on their platforms. But when we're on our own platform, we can do whatever the hell we want. And guess what? When we do what we want, we're still not going to act a fool like these people, because we have more grace than them. And we got to start seeing ourselves as black people. We have more grace than them. So anytime we downplay ourselves to say, hey, they're the superior people, or we got to stop acting white or nothing, like, nah, nigga, you need to, excuse my friend, you need to start acting more black, because we have more grace than them, and we shown to have more grace than them. So, I mean, that's just, that's my 2 cents.
Hold on. I'm on a challenging mood tonight. Is it grace or is it fear?
Good one, Mike.
What part you mean?
Like, as far as how we conduct ourselves in certain places, right? Just with the exact example you just gave us. Is it like how we come out in the public? Is it grace for why we kind of hold back a little bit, or is it fear of the consequences, or is it fear of who we are?
I think it's a little of both, depending on where you come from and what you're trying to do. I think most celebrities, I ain't gonna lie, I don't blame, like, Michael Jordan and LeBron, I don't blame them for not coming to the forefront, right? Like, people say, oh, they need to have a bigger voice. No, what they need to do is make as much money as they possibly can, doing what they do, and then when they retire and they own the conglomerate, or they become billionaires, then they can voice their opinion, so they can't get canceled. And it's harder to cancel.
Ain't that Michael Jordan already? Ain't he already retired and all that stuff?
I mean, I don't know what people do behind the scenes, so that's why I don't really, you can't really,
right.
But maybe Michael Jordan was the wrong person to say. Michael Jordan
definitely was. Yeah, he was. LeBron, yes. Michael, no.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Man. So I digress.
Yeah. Man, do we feel like somebody can make a comeback after being canceled?
They do.
Yeah, they do.
You say Kanye again.
Dave Chappelle.
He was fake canceled.
Nah, listen, Kanye can stay canceled, bro. Kanye can stay canceled.
Bro.
He
Not too
not
far,
canceled.
bro.
Oh,
Wait. I know the man did not just say he want to censor somebody. He want to shut somebody down.
he
I
can
didn't say
stay
that. I
canceled.
said he could stay canceled. I didn't say I wanted to censor him or shut him down. I'm just saying. Like we're forgiving people, even when our own people come at us, man. Once he had the hat on, and then he had the black KKK thing on.
Gerard, put a picture of me with the hat on, Gerard. Cue that picture up.
Oh, we about to cancel Kane.
You know,
Can't be canceled, man. I lived there. I did it already. Hold on.
What you talking about? You talking about the MAGA hat?
Yeah.
Oh God damn.
Pull it up. Hold on, Gerard.
I
got you.
don't have that. Where we get that from?
I'm on the way, man. Relax. I got it.
Where the hat, man? I said we could bring the people on. Go ahead. You can put the hat on, bro. We can't, we gotta be, we gotta hear every voice.
Okay,
man. I'm gonna tell you something, right? I wore the hat because I knew, those people that you just spoke about a little while ago. Don't say it again. I knew they was gonna be mad. That's why I did it. I like making people feel some type of way. I ain't gonna lie, and maybe I should stop. I think I did stop.
Don't stop.
I'm a little bit more professional. I'm do things a certain type of way. But yeah, I just did those things that make the people mad. I ain't gonna lie, because they be I can't believe I can't believe he doing that.
But that's fine though. Like you shouldn't get. I got friends, right, who are MAGA to the core. I don't disagree with them. You view like, yo, listen, it's hard when people be like, if you care about who I vote for, then you shouldn't be my friend. Then we shouldn't be friends anyway, bro.
That's too much. That's too much.
What are you talking about? Yes, depending on what you vote. If you voting for Hitler, bro, I'm not going to be your friend. You know what I mean? Like people, that's the dumbest. That's the dumbest mindset ever. If you voting against my interests to hurt my people, to do these things and call yourself a Christian, of course I'm not going to be your friend. Like it makes no sense. But I think people should have a right to voice their opinion, whatever that opinion is. You don't got to agree with it, but people should be allowed to say how they feel. And if a black person say, I feel this way, and black people are lazy, blah, 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 then okay, he's wrong, but don't knock him for his opinion. That's his opinion. And we can't cancel people because of their opinion. They feel like if King said, I wore the hat because I'm a MAGA, that's his opinion. Like people feel the way they feel. And when you cancel people, you have people going to hiding. So they're able to do the systematic racism, right? They can hide, and they can do it that way. Just let people be who they are so you can see them for who they are. And then you can, move accordingly. It's going in and out, King.
You gotta remove your filter. You gotta take your filter off the camera.
You ain't
Man, y'all making me do too much work over here, man.
You ain't sure.
You the one want to see the picture.
I thought y'all saw it.
Show the picture.
King, you gonna get us?
You bought that hat?
Oh yeah, I definitely bought it. I bought it for my man. Black owned business owner.
Did he make the hat or did he buy the hat from somebody else?
They got them all for China, bro.
I don't even know. I just got it because I want to make those people that Jason was talking about. I want to make them feel away.
What people I'm talking about?
You know those people.
You got some feelings riled up today, Mike. I mean, I don't know. Like we was holding that in for a while, but
who, me?
Yeah,
he got you riled up.
I wasn't holding in nothing. I was like just like you was just on your rampage, like you don't care about nobody, you ready for people to go.
Jason,
I was just on a challenging mood today.
Oh man.
That's crazy. That's a big hat too, bro. That's
wait, hold on, King. I gotta go back to the Zoom. I can't see it. Lord have mercy. You look like Papoose.
Hold on.
Papoose look this good, man. Papoose wish she looked this good, man. You disrespectful.
Papoose wear the hats, the big hats.
But nah, yeah, man. I did it to make a couple people feel some type of way. That's all. Yeah. And I got the tie. The tie, nice too. Nice and silky, nice tie. Good tie.
That's just some bad energy, bro.
I got nothing.
I gotta find this picture.
Fellas, man, yeah, hurry up, find your picture because we're about to close out.
Nah. I'll find it later. I'll send it in the group.
All right. Yo, it's that time, fellas. King, you gonna lead us off, man. Jump in your bag, my brother, not with no hat. And
Right.
drop
Okay,
us a
let's see how you
gem.
start off. See how so my gym would be do whatever you want to do. It's about you. It's not about what nobody think about you. It's not about what your mother think about you. Even though although you probably love your mother and your father and all those different things like that, you got to live the life that you live. So if you want to move, if you want to wear a MAGA hat, if you want to start a business in Alaska, whatever you want to do it for yourself and be great at it. That's what I got.
Jerard.
I don't know. I want to say, I thought the conversation we had earlier about family coming together, I think that was a dope conversation. So I want to say, get with your family. Get with your family. Call your cousin you ain't talked to in 10 years and see how they doing. Check in with your family. That's my gem for the day, man. Check in with your family.
Yo, be happy, man. Find your happy place. Go to that happy place. Try to stay there. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, man, and you're happy and you're loving people around you. You're being kind and nice to people, man, but don't let people take advantage of you. And, if you don't want to talk to somebody, don't talk to them.
That's dope. He right.
Lord have mercy. What I was about to say. I wanna take my gem from Brother King tonight, Brother King, Darice Bey. Figure out how to love yourself, man. Take some time to gather who you are, to understand who you are. Not before, even in the time that you are making these transitions to better yourself, to make investments, continue working on yourself, and it never stops. This why I like going like third or second, because now I got to like transition over. But folks, that is a wrap for tonight's episode of Secure the Bag. We touched on some real game, from the family that bought 5,000 acres of land to Isaac Hayes III building Fanbase and changing the creator economy, all the way to cancel culture and how we navigate freedom of speech in today's society. At the end of the day, it's all about ownership of your land, your platform, and your mindset. Because when we move with purpose and unity, we don't just secure the bag, we build Secure the Bag University, where the mission is wealth, wisdom, and generational freedom. The conversation doesn't stop here. It keeps going in your home, your group chat, and your next business move. We appreciate y'all for locking in with us. Make sure you follow us on Fanbase as well, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay tapped in with the movement. We'll catch y'all on the next time. Same energy, same mission, right here on Secure the Bag, where we don't just talk about it, we be about it. Huh? Right.
Oh, is that when I was supposed to hit it? My bad.
Come on, man.
Beginnings on the cusp. Not too old to adjust. Old dog, new tricks. Remember, I was just a pup. Something dirty in my cup. Clean soul, good karma is a must. Still my shooter in the cut. I was stuck inside a rut. Played the game, made bank, moved G. Anything to get a buck. You won't find me in the club. I'm in the lab trying to sharpen up the sword. Swinging blades at these scrubs. Bitches flock like bugs to the light. Getting right. Treat my hoes like these raps. I don't really got a type. Off top, bullshitting. All I needed was a mic. Yeah. Hey, pass the rock, it's all butter. Pack your bags and take flight. Don't worry, it's all covered. Hey, live your life while you can. Our days are all numbered. Rain could cause thunder, but the sun comes after, clearing up the disaster.
Isn't it lovely? I ain't looking back, I'm focused on what's in front of me. Everybody dates a number, but I'm still here luckily. I know that God got me, so I'm in good company. Yeah.